hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you?
Seen the judge go viral for giving people chances. You know what I'm saying? But he said he wasn't always like that. He wasn't always the nicest judge. Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul recently put out and said that they gonna be fighting November 14th. Boeing, a Delta flight. It was a Boeing plane, a Delta flight from Orlando to Austin, Texas. Drake is rolling out his own little special little warehouse called Drake's Warehouse, where he's able to sell all this court stuff and court dealings that these people had. He was dismissing things. He was cutting out debt from people. Tired of Jake Paul fights, yo. I'm tired of him. You know what I'm saying? This mother ain't. Yo, what's up? What's going on? What is happening? What's happening, y'all? What's going on? Back with another episode for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Episode 289 tonight. You know what I'm saying? Episode 289. Got a few little topics for you. You know what I'm saying? Hope all y'all been doing cool. You know what I mean? On this good fine Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Fine little Thursday, August 21st, 12:59 in the afternoon right now. You know what I mean? So how y'all doing? Hope all y'all doing cool. You know what I'm saying? It's still hot out here. You know what I mean? Still definitely heat is making its approach, making its presence be felt out here. You know what I'm saying? It came a little late though. You know what I mean? It gave us a break. Hopefully summer won't be too long. Hopefully we can get back to that good, cold, frigid weather. You know what I'm saying? I miss it already. I mean, I don't like the heat. If y'all already know, if y'all don't know that by now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of being hot. You feel me? Just sitting there sweating. You ain't even moving a muscle, ain't working up no sweat. You're not doing nothing to start sweating, but it's just dead heat, and you sitting there not doing nothing, and you hot sweating. I don't like that type of weather. You know what I mean? But yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? Episode 289 today. You feel me? I hope y'all enjoyed episode 288. You know what I'm saying? Quick little recap of that. Y'all know how we do on this show. You know what I mean? So quick little recap. You know what I'm saying? Episode 288. I'll let you know that Chrisean Rock was facing a bunch of scrutiny. People saying that she neglecting her child. But this is an ongoing thing of a series of events that's been going on. She done left the child in the stroller while she went in the dispensary. She done left the child in the stroller while she done went to do this and do that. So it's just an ongoing series of stuff. That's why people are saying that she be neglecting her child. You know what I'm saying? Also let you know that Dana White, CEO of the UFC, some random dude at a press conference said, yo, I need a shot. What's up? Trying to be in the UFC. Give me a shot, Dana. Dana, give me a shot. You feel me? He was on that type of time, and Dana took him on stage and shook his hand and took him in the back. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he got him a contract. Also let you know that Ghostface Killer spoke on that $1 Million Wu-Tang album. Said it was some bunk. Said it was some sneaky going on, and he didn't like none of that. And he said there's probably some dope songs on there, but he wasn't feeling it. Also let you know that it was some clear footage of some type of UFO that was a triangular shape that was seen over the skies of Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Also let you know that. That's everything we touched on in episode 288, along with all my closing and final thoughts that was in that episode. You know what I mean? But yeah, though, that was episode 288 today. Episode 289. Got 4 little topics for you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to touch on rest in peace, man. You feel me? I got to definitely mention the most nicest honorable judge, Frank Caprio, has passed away. We definitely going to talk about that. Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul have a fight set for a date. We're going to touch on that for sure. Got clips from other boxers speaking on that and all that. A Delta flight going to Orlando to Austin was filmed outside from the window inside and filmed outside of a plant of the wing that was coming apart in midair. And of course, it was another Boeing plane. Also, Drake is rolling out an Amazon storage strictly just for his merch, making power moves before his album drops. That's everything we're gonna touch on today. This is episode 289. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hope everybody is doing cool out there. You feel me? Hope ain't nobody sick. COVID is creeping back up, so help everybody is in cool health. You know what I'm saying? Episode 289, no, without no more further ado, without no more banter, no more chit chat, let's jump right into these topics. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and another thing, if this your first time here, you know what I mean? This is what we do on this channel. You know what I'm saying? This is where I go over the current news, go over headlines, go over news, everything that done went viral that you done seen on the headline in your face whenever you logged on to the computer, whether your own page, it be MSNBC, Hip Hop DX, Google, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, and they done showed you some headlines. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably touching on a little bit of that right here on this podcast. You feel me? Monday through Friday, I'm gonna hit you with information. I'm gonna have clips and everything to go with what I'm saying so that you don't get the idea that I'm just talking out the side of my neck. You know what I mean? But yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? Let's jump right into it, though. So rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Frank Caprio, man, this hurt me a little bit when I seen this, you know what I'm saying? Because we all seen the judge go viral for giving people chances, you know what I'm saying? But he said he wasn't always like that. He wasn't always the nicest judge, you know what I mean? He said he had sentenced a woman who had 4 children, and his dad used to stand with him in these courtrooms, you know what I'm saying? He had sentenced her, and his dad came at him and had some words for him, which changed him for the rest of his years, you know what I'm saying? His dad was like, "Why did you do that? What's wrong with you? You wasn't raised like that. That woman had 4 kids, and you sentenced her to go to jail for what she did. Who's gonna take care of the kids?" And whoop-de-whoop. So whatever, his dad had words for him after that, you know what I'm saying, and said he wasn't raised like that and this and that. So that's when he went on to become one of the nicest judges that we have ever seen in our lives. You know what I mean? We all seen the viral clips of him just giving people chances, second chances, you know what I'm saying, dismissing cases, wiping out people's debts for tickets and all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Just a good dude, a good old man, you know what I'm saying? Good, doing a good service to the people. He has passed away, man. The nicest judge in America named Frank Caprio. You know what I mean? He died of pancreatic cancer. You know what I'm saying? I guess he was battling with that for a long time. You know what I mean? So these next little clips that you're about to see is just clips of him being a judge and just different clips of him. And also they said that this was his last message. It might be AI, I don't know, but AI going on in these days and times, you don't know what's AI and what's not, you know what I'm saying, because they can make somebody sound exactly like the person. But these next little clips you're about to see is just certain little clips of the honorable, most nicest judge in America. Rest in peace to Frank Caprio. Check these clips out.
Never have I met a judge like you. And I've been in many courtrooms growing up for silly things, not for bad things, for silly things, growing up, but never met a judge or a person like you.
You were taking your son to the doctor's office?
Yeah, I take him for blood work every 2 weeks because he's got cancer.
You are a good man. You are a good man. You really are what America is all about. Here you are in your 90s, and you're still taking care of your family. So you're going to owe $125. Okay.
Can I give you a hug?
Come on up here.
Sadly passed away at the young age of 88. Frank Caprio's family announced just a few minutes ago that as of 2 p.m. today on Wednesday, he has sadly passed away. In 2023, Judge Frank Caprio announced that he was dealing with pancreatic cancer, and last year he announced that he had finished his final radiation treatment. This is him doing push-ups after his final treatment last year, and he even announced that he was releasing a book later this year. He posted this video to his TikTok account just 19 hours ago, asking people to pray for him because he had suffered a minor setback. He mentioned about how thankful he was for everyone that prayed for him 2 years ago when he originally made a video talking about his cancer diagnosis. And he said that he knew that you all would pray for him again to help him get through this little setback. Unfortunately, just 17 hours after that video was posted to TikTok, Frank Caprio's family announced that he had passed away.
I suppose I've already left, but I know I must leave something far more valuable than money. I've been a lawyer for decades, and were judging the courtroom for many years. Over these years, I have seen so many different people, some who made mistakes, some who are lost, some who are helpless. I have witnessed tears and regret, but more than anything, I have seen people striving to live right, even when life trips them up. My courtroom is not just about rulings and rules. I hope it can be a place of understanding, listening, and compassion. Every time I issue a judgment, I think if I can let this person leave with a glimmer of hope, even just a smile, it is worth it. Life is not easy, but we can all use a little kindness to warm others and ourselves. I hope that even after I am gone, you will understand that the law is not just words on a page. It can have humanity and heart. Thank you to everyone who has walked this journey with me. Even if I am no longer here, your kindness and smiles will keep me alive in this world.
Man, that was just a bunch of clips and series of clips of when he was being a nice judge, when he was giving people passes. You know what I'm saying? That was just clips, a little tribute to the nicest judge in America, Frank Caprio. You know what I mean? I hope I'm saying that name right. Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul. Jake Paul recently put out and said that they gonna be fighting November 14th. They're going to be fighting November 14th. I'm going to save my thoughts for the end, for the final thoughts of the show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jake Paul has put together another circus show and is going to be fighting Gervonta Davis, even though he is 70 pounds heavier than Gervonta Davis and also about 3 or 4 feet more taller than Gervonta, or inches taller than Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to expect. I love Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? I also love boxing. If y'all know me, you know what I mean. So, but yeah, they scheduled the fight on Netflix. Jake Paul had released this yesterday. It also it confirmed this finally when Netflix was also promoting, showing that they're gonna be showing this fight on their platform November 14th. So these next little clips you're about to see, I got a clip from the boxer Tim Bradley speaking on this, and also I got a clip from Shakur Stevenson clipping on this, and also you're gonna see a clip from Charlemagne and Lauren LaRosa on the Breakfast Club also speaking on Jake Paul and Tank Davis. Check this clip out.
Fugazi or not, this is dangerous for Tank. This dangerous. 40 pounds, 30, 40, 50 pounds or something like that. This is dangerous. Yeah, they saying it's an exhibition. I hope it ain't like the Mike Tyson shit. But look, if Jake Paul come swinging them bats he got, man, Jake, you know Tank don't like that heat like that, man. He don't like that heat like that. It's gonna be real interesting, man. You know, hey, it's been on record. Multiple people have said that they've seen Tank Davis knock out heavyweights. So if he catch Jake Paul on that chinny chin, yeah, I'm starting to notice something, man. I don't know if y'all starting to noticing it, but I'm noticing it, man. I gotta tell y'all, yeah, man, I'm noticing that like all these dudes that got these protecting beards, they all got these beards, man. They got a little extra padding on them. Yeah, they do. They got a little. I'm telling you, man. Even in the UFC, you look at the dudes that got all them beards. They don't be getting knocked out like that. Nah, I'm seeing a lot of guys holding that beard, man. Put that beard as added protection now. Yep, that's what it is. Jake Paul got that added protection too. Yep, he do. On that chinny chin, man. It's gonna be hard to locate too for Tank Davis. But man, we gonna see. We definitely gonna see.
More likely chance that Tank wins by decision or by knockout?
By decision. I mean, that guy's too big. I don't think that he's just gonna knock that guy out. So I see him like outboxing him.
Could you see a realistic possibility where Tank could knock him out? Although more likely that it is, like you just said, decision.
Nah, I don't see him knocking him out. No.
Will you watch, Shakur? I mean,
no.
Obviously, no.
Jake
Paul was at the fight.
Yeah, but even when people saw Jake Paul at the fight, and those reports were circulating, people were saying then if Tank took that fight and didn't redo this, that it looks crazy for him because it's like. A lot of people still don't even consider the Paul brothers like real fighters, which is at this point they fought real people, so y'all might as well just give that to them. But
now they fought real people,
real like fighters. I mean, real fighters. But Lamont Roach posted on X and when the news broke, and he said, "Told y'all, laugh out loud with 4 ducks." So he's saying Gervonta is ducking him. Yeah.
And that was Tim Bradley speaking on it, and also Shakur Stevenson saying who he predicts what's going to happen. Said they're going to go all 12. He said Tank is not going to knock out Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying? But also he brought in the weight difference and all of that. Boeing, a Delta flight. It was a Boeing plane, a Delta flight from Orlando to Austin, Texas. Passengers recorded from the cabin and recorded a wing outside of the plane that was, and a flap was dangling from it. The pilot was able to land it safely in Austin. It was coming from Orlando. He was able to land it safely in Austin, Texas. And it was a Boeing 737. So once again, Boeing is up on the planes, you know what I'm saying? So this next little clip that you're about to see is just a clip of somebody recorded from inside the cabin of the wing out the window with the flap dangling, and also a news clip. Yo, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? This Kons podcast interrupting this episode. You feel me? For you to hit that subscribe button if you ain't. You know what I mean? Hit that subscribe button if you ain't. Hit it already. You know what I'm saying? Go on and do that right now if you ain't. Tell your friends to hit that too. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends to hit the subscribe button. Tell your cousins to hit the subscribe button. Tell your grandma. Tell your nieces. Tell your nephews. Tell everybody. Hit that subscribe button. You feel me? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say in the middle of the episode. Let's get right back to the episode of this Boeing 737 with the flap just dangling on the wing outside the cabin. Check it out.
Is investigating a scare on a Delta flight from Orlando after part of the wing broke in the middle of a flight. The Boeing 737 was headed from Orlando to Austin on Tuesday when passengers say they noticed something had partially broken away from the wing during the flight. In this video here, you can see the flap dangling behind the wing. Passengers say the plane was shaking but was able to land safely in Texas. In a statement, Delta confirmed there was an issue and said the plane was taken out of service for maintenance.
So as you're saying, you know what I'm saying, another Boeing is getting up in the air. You know what I mean? Another one. You know what I'm saying? Drake is rolling out his own little special little warehouse called Drake's Warehouse, where he's able to sell a bunch of different merch for his upcoming album called Iceman coming up, and also selling merch like purses, tote bags, and life-size body pillows with his face on it, peeking at you, wearing a bonnet under a blanket. It's creepy, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But he's selling this stuff teamed up with Amazon and got his own merch selling through Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I got a clip of a dude on the take as why he is doing this, and on why he think he is doing this, talking about bundles and rollouts of upcoming albums and deals to roll out the album, promotions and all that. You know what I'm saying? His take on it is pretty strong. You know what I mean? I definitely agree with dude that you're about to see in this next little clip. You know what I'm saying? So this clip is about Drake's warehouse that he got promotion coming on Amazon, selling his merch. Check out dude's take on it.
So why exactly did Drake do a release with Amazon exclusively? Stay with me. I'll walk you through it. I believe the reason is bundles. This is what Travis Scott did with Jack Boys. He sold about 300 units the first week. Drake has been noticing these things, and I believe it's his intention to practice rolling out the bundle process, but he's going to use Amazon to make sure that things get shipped out on time. Now, it's important that things get shipped out on time because if they don't make it to their destination within 7 days, the album sales don't count. This is what happened with Playboi Carti. He ran a bundle play, but it didn't work because people didn't get the deliveries in time, and he sold them a year in advance. I believe that Drake is rolling this out with Amazon because he knows things can get shipped quickly, and they will have the best service and brand recognition in the game. Another reason why I believe that this is a test run is because they are only rolling this out in America. And do you know what other company only looks at metrics from American sales? Billboard. What is Drake chasing on Billboard right now? A #1 single, and again, a #1 album. So by doing this test run with Amazon, he is able to figure out how he can move product directly from his website and Amazon storefronts to the consumer, direct to consumer marketing. And look what else we saw on the website. You see that door? Flashing red. I already told you what that color means. Drake is also currently in a legal dispute with his label, UMG. So by partnering with Amazon, he is positioning himself as someone who could potentially go independent. He is structuring deals and positioning himself next to the biggest players in the space, like YouTube, like Amazon. The rollout with Iceman is done directly to consumer via YouTube. The merch is direct to consumer via Amazon. So he is doing workarounds against the label. Drake is currently in a dispute with his label UMG, so he's working around the label and positioning himself next to major power players like Amazon and YouTube, selling merch directly to consumer via Amazon, rolling out his music via YouTube directly to consumers. Think about what Jay-Z did back in the day. You see, Jay-Z partnered with Samsung to roll out an album exclusively, partnering with a major tech company. And I believe Drake is doing the same thing. A big negotiating tactic is showing that you have the ability to operate independently. Even if you don't have the intention to do it, you have to show that you are willing to work around it. This is giving him extra leverage against the label. Now, if you want to see a more in-depth breakdown where I really get into the details, you're going to have to go to my YouTube. That's where the full video is. There's a lot of people there leaving their thoughts and comments. So if you want the full breakdown, if you want all the information, you want the visuals to go along with it, go to the YouTube, type in J Roebuck, you'll see the full video there. I'm also doing a $100 giveaway. All you got to do is comment on the video and I leave the information on how you can win. And that's it. See you later.
You know what I'm saying? That was Dude's take on it. He using that to promote his album. A lot of artists have did this in the past. He said they call them bundles. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be rolling out his album pretty soon and using this to sell some merch and make sure that it's shipped right and all that by using it going through Amazon. You know what I mean? But that's all the topics I have for today. That's all the topics I have for you for today for episode 289. You know what I'm saying? Before we go into these closing topics, let's do a closing thoughts, on these topics. Let's do a little quick recap of what I just informed you on. You know what I'm saying? So tonight we talked about, rest in peace to the most nicest, honorable judge in America who went viral with so many videos and giving so many people second chances and believing in people. Rest in peace to Frank Caprio. You know what I'm saying? He has passed away at 88 from the battle with pancreatic cancer. Also let you know that Gervonta Davis is fighting Jake Paul November 14th. Also let you know that a Delta flight from Orlando to Austin, it was definitely a Boeing plane, had a flap dangling from the wing while it was in midair. The pilot was able to safely land it in Austin. Also let you know that Drake is rolling out his own piece of sales on Amazon called Drake's Warehouse, where he's going to be selling this merch and a whole bunch of stuff before his album drop come October or November. One of them months it's going to be dropping. The album is called Iceman. That's all I have for today. That's all the topics I have for you today. So now for the closing thoughts. The final closing thoughts, the final thoughts, whatever it is that you want to call it, whatever order you want to put them words in, it's time for that part of the show. So episode 289, you know what I'm saying? Frank Caprio, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to the most nicest old man that we have seen go viral with all these different clips of him giving people so many different chances and having a heart for humanity and still believing in mankind and having hope for mankind and having hope for the nicer side of things and the nice side of people inside of him. You know what I'm saying? He was reaching in people's souls and pulling out that niceness, giving them some gratitude on what they were going through in their life at the time, whether they was in debt with tickets, $30,000 in tickets. I've seen him dismiss a whole $30K ticket that was accumulated over the years that this woman had. He had dismissed all the charges, and that woman broke down crying in the courtroom after that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen so many people where he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss that, and people just break down because these are things that they thought they would never be able to get rid of, and he was out there giving people that second breath of life, giving people that second breath of hope, giving people hope to life. Some of these people was depressed and going through bad things, thinking they was never going to get out of the little court situation that they was in until they came across Judge Frank Caprio, you know what I'm saying, where he was able to give these people second chances, giving them a chance to start over at things, you know what I'm saying, after being so tied down by debt and tickets and, you know what I'm saying, all this court stuff and court dealings that these people had. He was dismissing things. He was cutting out debt from people, all kind of different things that he was doing. Just the nicest person, you know what I'm saying, the nicest judge in America. He got that nickname, and it is granted. You know what I'm saying? He deserves all of that. Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the most nicest judge in America, man, Frank Caprio, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we all definitely have seen the videos. We have seen him go viral. We have seen him put in our faces, you know what I'm saying? And him just having a heart, you know what I'm saying, and caring for mankind and caring for the people and having a heart for people's situations, you know what I'm saying? But like he said, it was his dad that did that, you know what I mean? He had said he wasn't always nice, you know what I'm saying? He sentenced a woman who had 4 kids. I guess he had sentenced her to some jail time for whatever it was that she had did. And his dad had some words for him, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? How dare you take away this woman's life and take her from her kids? She had 4 kids. You wasn't raised like that. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So after his dad had them words for him, that's when he changed his whole life and began to give people chances and believe in people again. You know what I'm saying? Being a judge, you know what I'm saying? Realizing he had the power to change people's lives. Rest in peace to Frank Caprio, you know what I'm saying? Most nicest judge in America. That affected me, definitely. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was emotional when I seen that. I'm like, no, not the nicest judge. You mean the judge that was giving people chances? That was erasing people's debt? Not that judge. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I seen No Jumper have reported it, you know what I mean? Definitely felt a way after I seen that he had passed away, you know what I mean, at 88 after battling with pancreatic cancer. Gervonta Davis is set to fight Jake Paul, man. Look here, man. I am tired of Jake Paul fights, yo. I'm tired of him. You know what I'm saying? This mother ain't in no WBO, no IBF. He don't have neither one of the real rankings, the belts. He has a World Boxing Association belt, WBA. You know what I'm saying? But not organization, not the federal, not the federation, you know what I'm saying? Not none of the real rankings belts. You feel me? He ain't got none of that. He's putting on clown shows. You know what I'm saying? These are circus acts. You know what I mean? He putting on, you know, fighting people that he's 70 pounds heavier than Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? He's taller than Gervonta Davis. He's way bigger than Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? Now I love Tank Davis, and I think Tank could definitely knock him the out for sure. It depends on them contracts, though. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul is a rich man, and he throwing his weight around with his bread. You know what I'm saying? Especially the fighters and whoever you get in the ring with him, he giving them a big bag. You know what I'm saying? The biggest bag that they ever seen. I don't know if this gonna be a big bag that Gervonta's ever seen, being that he is the star of boxing. He definitely get a big bag already. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see why he would need to fight Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? But it's that greed. Whenever people fight Jake Paul, I think it comes down to greed. It comes down to wanting that bag, because he putting up M's and giving them out to people. You know what I'm saying? Because he know he gonna get that right back. He got this deal with Netflix, first one to go live. You know what I'm saying? With sporting events, he's the first one on Netflix to go live with boxing events. You know what I mean? He's the first one. So that should let you know that he getting a pretty bag from Netflix and all the other dealings that he got. You know what I mean? So he is hitting people with this bag to the point where they like, damn, how the hell am I supposed to say no to that? They finna pay me 30 M, 40 M's to get in the ring with him. But then it's the contracts, you know what I'm saying? He probably got a no knockout clause, probably got a don't hurt me clause. He probably got a you can't break no bones, you can't bruise me up, all these different type of clauses that he probably put in these contracts. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take somebody to expose it. I'm just waiting for the day. You know what I mean? A lot of these people was getting paid, so they signing NDAs and all that. I think in a matter of time in the future, I think he's gonna be exposed for sneaking certain things in these contracts. Tyson spoke on it a little bit without necessarily speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? You can go do the research and look up Tyson speaking on Jake Paul. You'll find it somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of Tyson as well, so I watch everything the man do. Interviews, I watch his podcast. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he on this show, I'm watching it. Whenever he on that show, I'm watching it. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely has spoke on that contract briefly safely, you know what I'm saying, and secretly and coldly type, you know what I mean? It's only gonna matter of time before somebody come out and try to really expose Jake Paul for these circus act style contracts that he doing. You know what I'm saying? It all depend on that contract and all depend on that bag. You know what I'm saying? We all know Gervonta Davis had a bunch of legal trouble, and that can be costly. You know what I'm saying? That legals that you go through can be real costly for sure. You know, that can hit you for M's, and as time goes, constantly M's coming out your account. So that can hurt boxers or anybody who's rich. You know what I'm saying? Once you go through legal battles, getting lawyers and all that, and court fees and lawyer fees and all that can add up to a whole lot of money depending on how big the case is and how much and big of a star you are. But I don't like it. I don't like it. Jake Paul need to fight a real boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely fighting a real boxer. Tank Davis is a real boxer, but fight a real match is what I'm saying. You fighting people that you are way bigger than, that's people who ain't fought in 20 years. You fighting people who've been retired, living their life, you know what I'm saying, going on vacations, not in the gym, you know what I'm saying, you fighting boxers who ain't boxers, you know what I mean, all of this circus acts, man. Just join the rankings and climb the rank, fight real people, fight real boxers, you know what I'm saying, you hand picking all your opponents. You ain't let the industry, no federation, no organization, nothing pick your fights. You are picking your own fights with your own bag, you know what I'm saying. Nobody is producing you or giving you a bag to give a bag to somebody else. This is coming out your pocket. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? The belt you got is completely made up. It got some Jake Paul graffiti writing on it and a Richard Mille watch and a Cartier watch on it. Like, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It is making a mockery of something that I love so much. This thing called boxing. You know what I'm saying? He is making a mockery of it, of people who have real passion and real love for the sport. We look at Jake Paul and disgust ourselves. We are disgusted with what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? There's people that paved the way, that been fighting all their life trying to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? And here he is, just got a bag and jumping in the ring and making millions of dollars with no come up, no struggle, no years of being in the gym, no blood, sweat, and tears in the gym, no, none of that. They just started doing this and making it on mainstream TVs and Netflix, you know what I'm saying, with his fight. I'm tired of seeing it, man. Join the real ranks of boxing. That's all I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep saying that. Fight somebody to where the organization is picking your fighter based off rankings. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see, you know what I'm saying? As far as prediction go for this fight, I have no idea. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who gonna win that fight. Because like I said, it all depends on the contracts and what he put in them contracts. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that watch boxing should know Tank Davis should dog walk Jake Paul. He should dog walk him. We all know Tank Davis is a way better fighter than Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about coming down to that contract. And if Gervonta Davis is going to oblige by what the contract says, or if he going to be like, man, that contract, I'm whooping your ass, yo. You know what I'm saying? For the world to see, finally. You feel me? So, I don't know, man. It's hard to just be like, oh, yeah, Jake Paul's dope. He's actually getting better. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to say that. You know what I'm saying? When, man, yo, you know what I'm saying? Fight somebody in the real rankings, man. You know what I mean? Join the real organization. Get you a real WBO belt, IBF belt, you know what I'm saying? A pound for pound belt, you know what I mean? Get you one of them real belts. Then I can have respect for you. But until then, I don't respect your boxing career. Straight like that. Delta Flight, you know what I'm saying? Delta Flight had a flight. Passengers looking out the window, see the mother flaps dangling from the wing of the plane. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it was none other than a mother Boeing jet. You feel me? When somebody gonna put a cease and desist on them making planes to fly? Because damn it, they are being broken up in the sky. They are dropping out the sky. They is crashing. They killing people. They dropping out of the skies, crashing on land. All kind of things. You know what I'm saying? That happens to these Boeing jets, and they still putting them in production. What is going on? Somebody need to go to Boeing and either check out their equipment, upgrade it. You know what I'm saying? Give them some new metals, some new material to work with, something, because whatever they doing ain't doing it, because they've been having way too many crashes. If it's a Boeing jet, I don't even want to get on it if I have to fly somewhere. Let me know that it's not a Boeing so that I can purchase the ticket first. You feel me? Let me know it ain't a Boeing first. You know what I'm saying? So I can purchase that ticket. You feel me? I would want to know first because Boeing jets ain't it. You know what I'm saying? That's damn near suicide. Once they tell you it's a Boeing jet and you got to get on that to get where you going, that's damn near a whole bunch of praying going on the flight, if that's what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Boeing need to do something about their planes, man. They need to upgrade they software, need to upgrade they warehouses with equipment. I don't know. But they planes is not doing it. You know what I'm saying? They're failing America. You feel me? Drake rolling out this warehouse for his merch, you know what I'm saying, on Amazon. It's definitely a power move, you know what I mean? This is definitely a power move for sure. You know what I mean? Partnering up with Amazon. We all know Amazon is huge, you know what I mean? Juggernaut company. Drake is partnered up with him, about to sell his own merch. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of goofy merch too. A bunch of stupid merch. Like I seen a bag, it had "Sexy Songs for You" on it. A tote bag for a woman with some flowers on it. You know what I mean? He's selling a body pillow that got his face on it with one eye peeking at you. And he got a bonnet on and a blanket pulled up to his neck, and it's just his eye looking at you on a body pillow. That's weird. I don't know. That's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, more power to him, though. You know what I'm saying? Rolling out this before his album come out. You know what I mean? It's a marketing move. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I see it. It's a power move for sure. You know what I'm saying? What rapper that you know that you could think of in the past before this that teamed up with Amazon to roll out their own merch? You know what I'm saying? That's something new. That's a power move for sure. Team hooked up with Jeff Bezos. I don't know if he contacted him personally, you know what I'm saying, for him to do this. Maybe he did. I mean, he is Drake. You feel me? So he could have just hit up Jeff Bezos like, hey, I want to sell my merch through you. Partnered up. What you think? I mean, I don't know how it go down. You know what I'm saying? With these rich mother celebrities and all that, you know what I mean? With these super dope plugs and connections that they are able to have. Lord have mercy. But yeah, man, he teaming up with Amazon. It's a power move. I mean, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it overall and from the top of things and overhead, seeing it is a dope move for sure. More power to him. That is a hustle move for sure. Definitely to get you bread, get you more money. Definitely to get you, you know what I'm saying, to get your stuff shipped out to people in a fast and timely manner. You know what I mean? People ain't got to worry about stuff not being shipped because you're going through third parties who ain't never did it. You know what I mean? That's a smart move, you know what I'm saying, to roll out your merch for sure. I ain't knocking that at all, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Drake, you know what I mean? Definitely making these power moves. He ain't been hitting number ones on the Billboard like he has been. I mean, he been peaking at number twos and all that on the Billboard, and threes and 30s, dropping down to 30 and all that, you feel me? So he probably feeling away and probably trying to reroute his promotion and press runs and all that for this album coming, you know what I mean? Shout out to Drake, though. I ain't knocking the hustle, you know what I'm saying? But the stuff he doing is corny with the lawsuits and all that. That's corny. That's corny. You know what I mean? Suing your own label because you lost in a rap battle. That's corny. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's everything for today, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the closing thoughts, the final thoughts of today's episode 289. You know what I mean? I hope y'all enjoyed episode 288, and I hope y'all enjoyed this episode also. You know what I mean? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? The beat that you hear creeping up was made by none other than Amazing Beats. You feel me? Rest in peace to my nigga man. You know what I'm saying? He was a genius at making these beats. You feel me? He made this beat that you heard in the beginning and this beat that you hear right now. You know what I'm saying? Creeping Up. He made this beat in like 2 minutes. And it is a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to man. You know what I'm saying? Peep this beat out, though, while these credits roll. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have been doing anything you wanted to do when this popped up. Whoever you are. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was a little brother, a little sister, you know what I mean? Whether you was a little cousin, you could have been cousin Man. You could have been cousin Pookie, cousin Mookie. Could have been cousin Pete. Whoever you was, you know what I'm saying? You could have been a niece, a nephew, an uncle, you know what I mean? A grandma, a grandfather, you know what I mean? A niece, a auntie, whoever you was. And if y'all got pets, whether your pet could be a cat, you have a pet dog, a bearded dragon, a hedgehog, you have a pet fox, you have a pet alligator, a pet parrot, you have a pet Cherokee, you know what I'm saying, a pet chihuahua, whoever your pet is, if they watching Kons podcast too, I definitely with them all the way. You know what I mean? And appreciate the views, appreciate the likes. You feel me? Like you see my scrolling up the screen, saluting you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You feel me? This beat, listen to this beat that was made by Amazing Beats. You know what I mean? Well, y'all watch these credits roll up the screen. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching episode 289 of Kons Podcast. Don't you? You hate me, 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 don't you? Me, don't you?
That they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You understand that? You understand that? You understand that?
You hate me, don't you?